unbelievable because India is not used to not having support at the ground, and Bangladesh is the only place where we don't get any support.
Yes, yes. You know,
Maybe we will have 100 200 people sitting there, but anywhere in the world we go, we get support.
yeah,
We get a lot of
yes.
people coming and watching the match, but Bangladesh is the only place where we don't get any support.
No, no.
So yes,
They back us. They back us completely. Our support is
yeah.
like
No, I've
it's
seen it. I've seen it,
yeah,
and
yeah,
hats off to each one of them, yeah, who come and watches the game.
yeah,
I know how much they enjoy the game and how much they want you guys to win the match. And now what Bangladesh team is from what it was 15 years ago or 10 years ago. This is a totally different Bangladesh team now.
yeah.
I feel each one of you guys when you come out to play in you guys. So it's a different Bangladesh team now.
No, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's just not me saying that. Everybody says that, and
Yeah,
we have seen with your performances also during this World Cup
yeah,
and all the tournaments that you guys have played in the last 2 3 years. Yeah.
yeah. So I'll just go back to 2019 World Cup, the game against India when I actually dropped you, and then for उसके बाद से मैं I was praying to God. I said, भाई इसको कोई तरह से out कर दो, कोई तरह से out कर दो. So I did that till you reach 40, and then I said, I know what's going to happen. And then that was the particular over there where you took off. You hit one of our spinners for two sixes, and then it was never looking back.
Yeah. I know. I remember that.
Yeah, and it
Yeah,
was it was good.
it was like yeah. I see. I feel when things are not going your way, somebody takes a blinder, a solid catch, a one-hander, and then you sometimes you don't get a good decision from the umpire when things are not going your way, and suddenly when you want to make the most when things are going your way, and that day was my day. Can you hear me? Have we lost?
Sorry, I lost you for a bit here.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, that's
No, so
fine.
I was only talking about when things are not going your way, you get a bad decision from the umpire. कोई ऐसे ही एक हाथ से एक अच्छा कैच पकड़ लेता है तुम्हारा, तुम रन आउट हो जाते
Uh,
हो. So when things are going your way, you have to make the most of it. So I think when you drop my catch, that is what I was thinking कि अभी तो यार मेरे को करना पड़ेगा यार. I have to
yeah,
score big.
yeah. Rohit, bhai, I always wanted to ask you this. I always wanted to ask you this, just as a player, is भाई आपको 100 का बाद क्या हो जाता है? कोई भूत प्रेत कुछ आ जाता है आपका अंदर? You just keep on going. What's the thing in it?
No, it's just that uh, see जैसे मैंने अभी स्टार्ट होते वक्त बोला कि when you are starting the innings you are nervous. तो एक बार आपका 100 रन हो जाता है, उसके बाद तो पूरा एंजॉय करना चाहिए आपको. वो
Yeah,
नर्वसनेस सब चला जाता है. तो वो जो स्टॉक्स व्हाट आई थिंक. एंड मुझे पता है कि यार जब आपका टाइम अच्छा नहीं है तो आप आउट होते रहते हो. अच्छे बॉल पे आउट होते हो, खराब बॉल पे आउट होते हो, यू विल गेट अ बैड डिसीजन. सो I remember all those things after scoring 100. After once I go past 100, I think about all those things, how to make the most. Uh, and after scoring 100, it's like it's impossible for you to get out unless you make a mistake. So मैं बार बार अपने आप से वही बात करता हूँ जब बीच में रहता हूँ तो.
but you don't think you don't think like I have to go all out now. You still
Oh,
take you still look for that particular
yeah.
bowler to yeah.
हाँ मतलब unless 43rd 44th ओवर तक मैं बैटिंग कर रहा हूँ then I will think कि अभी I have to hit every ball
Yeah.
till let's say till 40th over I look to play normal cricket. मतलब
Okay.
if I see the ball I will hit the ball, but
Yeah.
after 40th over or 42nd over then I will try to hit every ball depending on
Yeah.
who's batting also with me. If I'm batting with a tailender then I will probably not take that chance. If I'm batting with the middle order batsman who's set and there is another batsman to come, then I will take that chance little early.
Yeah. Rohit, tell me something about Raghu. Because I've seen
Raghu,
him. Yes, I've seen him from outside. I remember I was batting in England during the Champions Trophy in a practice session. So I was on the
ah,
side net. Dhoni Bhai was on the middle net, and Raghu was throwing to Dhoni Bhai. He looks rapid. He is.
yeah.
I don't know. I think he was throwing at 150 easily. So tell me something about him.
No, he's very fast. He is also very passionate about cricket. He loves cricket. Uh, he's left everything and he's come to help the team from nowhere. Actually, he's got a family, very young family, and he's not left his family and come. I'm saying when he was little, when he was young, studying in his school, he left everything and he wanted to play cricket. But वो क्रिकेट
Okay.
में ज़्यादा आगे नहीं जा सका, तो
Huh.
उसने सोचा कि I have to help now. So
Yeah.
he joined National Cricket Academy in Bangalore, and वहाँ से फिर he has gone, uh, he's gone, you know, one step forward every time from there.
Yeah, yeah. So we have a couple of them and in Bangladesh who actually they're throwing really really well. So one of them was actually two of them were actually going to Sunrisers this year to
Uh,
throw the balls. So
oh, अच्छा.
so they were very excited. They were very excited, but unfortunately because of the situation they couldn't go. But those two guys are really good. They're quite fast too.
Yeah. No, no. Nowadays, we know all the team travels with professional, who throws the ball like that
Yeah,
with
yeah,
that, because it really helps to practice during the matches between the matches as well. So it's a great help, and everybody now has this professional people who can throw the ball like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know Nafis Bhai, right? He's my elder brother who was
Yes,
with you
Nafis bhai.
during Mumbai
Of
Indians.
course. I was going to ask you about him now.
Yeah.
He was with Mumbai Indians for that year. I think it was 2018,
Last,
if I'm
I
not
think,
wrong.
yeah, last year,
20, yeah. No, year before last,
year before last. Yes, yes, yes.
when Mustafizur was with
Mustafa
us.
is, yes. So he said hi to you, and
Yeah.
and
Please give my regards to him. In fact, my wife was telling me now. I told my wife about this chat, and I
yeah,
told, and she told me to say hi to Nafis Bhai because you know how she remembers him, because
yeah.
Nafis Bhai uh, gave her French fries at the airport.
Okay,
You
to
should ask
to
him.
to uh,
To my
to
wife.
Bhabi.
To my
Okay,
wife, yeah,
okay.
and she loves whoever offers her French fries. She loves French fries. तो
I got a
इसीलिए
small story. I got a small story with my brother and Bhabi. I'll tell you just now. Before
yeah.
telling that, I was like, I know when my elder brother came back home, so I was very curious to ask how you guys go about your things and how Mumbai Indians are so professional, all in all. He said a lot of stories, starting from the treasure hunt game that you play in your owner's house. So it
Yeah,
was it
yeah,
was
yeah.
very yeah, it was very interesting to hear. You know what happened during one of the games? So my brother was watching with Bhabi. I think they were sitting in a family space or somewhere in the ground.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So my brother was really really hungry. So he wanted to eat something.
Okay.
So he wanted to go and get some food, and Bhabi was not allowing him to get
Oh,
up from his
अच्छा.
seat. She said, no, you have to sit
Yes,
here.
yes.
You have to sit here till the end of the game. Then you are allowed to go. So he said that I was like dying that day.
She's very superstitious about all these things. So things are when things are happening, and uh, if anybody is sitting in that position, she will not allow them to move. I mean, I'm sure Nafis Bhai and my wife, they struck a good friendship during that 2 months because they were traveling together. They were sitting together in the family box. So I'm sure
Yeah.
they had a lot of talking,
Lovely time. Yes. Yeah.
lovely time together, and we spent a good 2 months together. So I'm sure they stuck a good friendship. So
Yeah.
she thought, okay, I mean, yeah, he's part of the team, so why, I mean, I can surely tell him about all these things. Otherwise, you feel a little awkward because you don't know how someone will react about that, right?
True. True. True.
But I'm
True.
sure they got that camaraderie between them, so you can easily tell them about all that.
Yeah. I think whenever most of the time I see Bhabhi is on the stand supporting you. Okay. Uh, don't you feel nervous about it? Because
I do
I've
feel
been married.
I
Sorry,
feel
I've been
very
married.
nervous.
Yeah. You
Yeah, yeah.
go on. Go on. Go on.
No, I feel very nervous when she's at the stadium. Only because, like, I know that sometimes, like, for example, in Asia Cup, when we played Asia Cup in Dubai, it was, I don't know what, 40, 42 degrees in Dubai,
Easily more than that, maybe. Maybe more.
and my wife was 6 months pregnant during that time.
Yeah.
So she was sitting in the stadium. She came from the toss time, and she was there till the end of the game. So I feel
Yeah.
nervous during those times. When I have told her, you come after the sun sets, the temperature will come down a little bit. Then it's easier for you to sit. But she says, no, 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 I want to be there and I want to watch the game. It's very sweet of
L-
her, but I get a little nervous. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, she loves it. And also, whenever I'm batting, her fingers are always crossed.
Yeah. Yeah. I
She
know. I
sits,
know. I know. I
she
know.
sits like this. She sits like this entire game. So imagine
Yeah.
when the day when I scored 200.
Yeah.
My God, she has to sit like that for 2.5, 3 hours because
Oh
I'm
my
the
God. Yeah.
owner.
Yeah.
So I play the
Yeah.
first ball till the last ball. She was sitting like that, and
Yeah, I remember watching when you scored your second double hundred against Sri Lanka.
yeah,
I was watching on the telly, and the telly was showing her, and I saw her hand was something. She
yeah,
was
yeah.
doing something with her hand. Yeah,
She was there at the World Cup also, and World Cup I got a lot of runs actually. So, and I was playing from ball one till 35th, 40th over. There were only, I think,
yeah,
2 or 3 games where I got out early. So her entire finger was sore because I had a good run at the World Cup. I was batting
yeah.
for a lot of time in the middle, so her fingers were really, really sore. But it's very sweet.
Like I've been married. I've been married for 7 years. My wife hasn't seen a single game yet from the ground
Maybe
because
she doesn't like to watch.
maybe because I'm nervous too because I don't know if I don't do well, then how will she feel and all and all. You understand what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
What
yeah. My
goes
mother
through
is
the
like
head?
that.
Yeah,
My mother don't like to. She doesn't like to watch uh,
yeah,
me play. But she came for one of the games when uh, I was announced captain of the team for the first time. She came to watch that
yeah.
game in Bombay.
Yeah. Yeah. So another thing, Rohit bhai, which I find it very interesting about Mumbai Indians is they're very big on scouting players, don't they?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're very big.
Yeah. So I wanted to know, as you as a captain, especially when how do you react when somebody's picked, like he's uncapped players, he has not played a single game, and then you're playing him in such a big stage. How do you take those decisions?
Yeah, see, look, Mumbai Indians is actually one of the professional teams I have worked with all these
Yeah.
years. Especially when I became the captain, because I played for them for 2011, 12, and then third year I became the captain halfway.
Yeah.
But when you become the captain, you sit in the middle of everything, and then you know what is happening with the team. And that's when I got to know how professional this team is because of the work they do behind the scenes. Their uh, scouts who go and watches every game in India, all the domestic games, and that's how we finalize which player to pick and which player we cannot pick. Because and then at the end of the day, we watch their videos, we watch their clippings, and we see how they bat, how they bowl. All those things we put in a lot of effort actually. For Mumbai Indians, after the IPL gets over, they take 2 months off. All the Mumbai Indians staff, the scouts. After 2 months,
Yeah.
they start their work about what to do next season and which are the players we are looking for next season. What went wrong this season? What are the things that we did right in this season? So they do a lot of homework. It's very professional team. It's
Yeah.
it's right on the money. Like whatever they want, they are very clear of those things. And yeah, because
That's
they
very
talk
nice to
about
hear
it,
with
and
that.
we
Yeah.
have made a little group where we talk about all those things, and everyone talks about what went missing this year, whether it's a fast bowler, whether it's a batsman, whether we need an all-rounder, and things like that. So there is a lot of talking that happens in that group throughout the year.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember or not. I was there in IPL for
Yeah,
one season, in
yeah, yeah, yeah,
2012. So I got a very, very interesting story. So I was with Pune
yeah,
Warriors, okay, and Dada was leading the team.
yeah,
So I think our first match was at Wankhede.
yeah,
So we had a just day before of the game, we had our training and all. So and we were just when we just reached the hotel. So Dada stood up in the bus and said, "Okay, if I call you, so that means you're in the 11, and if I don't call you, then that means you're not playing." So this is the way he used to announce the 11. I find it very interesting. So I waited till 1 a.m. in the morning. The
yeah.
phone never rang, and it never rang throughout the tournament. So I didn't got to play a single game. So it was unfortunate, but I love the experience what I got from IPL.
Yeah, I see. IPL, that's the fun part about IPL. There are so many players who come from all parts of the world and they play together. Suddenly, 10 months of the year we are playing against each other, and then for those 2 months
Yeah,
we play together. It's a different feeling, and uh, all the players get to learn so much from each other. Like if
yeah,
you are, like for example, if you're in my team, I will get to learn so much about you, and then it's vice versa. So
yeah,
especially
yeah,
the younger players in India, they get to learn a lot. They get to learn a lot
yeah.
from all these players. So I'm in a way very very happy with this process of the younger players getting to know how not just Indian players but other players also from the world uh, uh, plan their career, how they plan to play uh, uh, in a game. It's very very important, and if they get to learn, so in a way they get to learn, uh, it's good for Indian cricket. And we have seen in the future, in the past, so many cricketers have come through IPL for us. So I think IPL in a way has done a lot, has done wonders to a lot of careers actually.
Definitely. And by saying that we have our own tournament, we have our own franchise tournament, BPL. I'm not too sure. Have you had a chance of watching few games or not?
I lost you, Tamim.
Sorry, Rohit bhai, something again happened. I think with the internet problem maybe.
Yeah, I guess no, it's fine.
Yeah, so I was saying that we have our own franchise tournament, which we call BPL. I'm not too sure if you had a chance of watching few games.
I no, we I have watched it on YouTube, the highlights, because I don't know if they they used to telecast here on one of the channels before,
Yeah, yeah,
but I don't think if they do it anymore. I'm not too sure, but I watched the highlights on YouTube.
yeah. What I wanted to really talk to you about is, I think what IPL does, you know, for, especially like you have been playing for Mumbai Indians for almost 7, 8 years now. So you can build your own team, and then you can decide. You always keep your core group together. So I've been seeing Pollard has been playing for last 7, 8 years. I think this is the thing we have been missing in BPL. I think every
Yeah,
second year or the third year we have been changing teams. I think if we can somehow manage to stay in one team for a number of years, and then we
yeah,
can do all those kind of things what Mumbai Indians are doing.
yeah. It's important. See, that's how you create the fan base also.
True, true.
And Bangladesh is a very very passionate country about cricket. Yeah, I mean, I've never seen any country being so passionate about cricket like Bangladesh. Honestly speaking, so
Yeah,
I think if you create that excitement within the fans, with certain players staying in the certain franchisee for so many years, the fan base will also increase, and the fans will look forward to going and supporting their team in that uh, with that same passion. Like for example,
true.
if you play for let's say, I don't know which team you play. I think you play for Dhaka.
Kumilla, Dhaka. Last year I played for Dhaka, but yeah, last
Yeah,
year I
yeah,
was
yeah,
in
yeah,
Dhaka.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's say, for example, if you and few others, there you guys are playing for Dhaka for so many years, and then BCB should try and do something that the core players, like few players,
Yeah,
2 or 3 players, not more, but 2 or 3 players at least stay in that franchisee for somehow. Otherwise,
yeah,
the the excitement within the fans will disappear, because if suddenly they are supporting this team this year and then they get to know, okay, you have gone to another team, and then they have to start supporting the other team.
true,
So
true. And this is what
it's for the
exactly
fans,
happening
and we
actually.
have to exactly we when we play all this when we play a sport, it's also we need to remember that the fans are the ones who make this sport so interesting for the world.
True,
And
true.
any sport you talk about, it's not just cricket, it's any sport. Fans are
Yeah,
so important to us, and if you don't look after them well,
yeah,
they are not going to look after you. It's as simple as that.
yeah. Yeah, it's exactly. It's like you're playing for Mumbai a year and then you're going back to Chennai. So even the fans will get confused whom to support.
Yeah, I think you have to create that excitement, which is why, like, IPL has done that very well. Like, few players from few franchisee have managed to stay in that franchisee for number of years, so that the fan base is stagnant. It's not disappearing in that way.
Yeah, Rudra, we are almost to the end of our show. But before going, I need to ask about Samaira. She had a pool day today. I saw it in Instagram.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We are trying to do as much as we can sitting at home, because like many others, many of my teammates, they have individual houses where they
Yeah,
have garden and they have backyard where they can play, where they can run. But people who live in Bombay, it's very hard to find the garden and all that. I live in an apartment, uh,
yeah,
so whatever space I have, we try and use that space, and yeah, entertain her, because she is actually loving it, because all of us are home. I'm
yeah,
not traveling so much now, so
yeah,
obviously she is loving it, and we try and do different things every day for her to be also entertained, because right now nobody can go outside also. She loves going to garden, but right now
yeah,
that is not an option for us, so we
yeah.
try and create something in our house where she is happy and she is entertained.
Yeah, okay. Give my love to her. Give my
Of course,
regards
of
to
course,
Bobby.
of
And
course.
uh, and thank you very much, Rohit bhai, for doing this. It means a lot
No
to
problem. Anytime.
Bangladeshi people. Okay.
Anytime. Anytime.
So if you can just press the leave button, and then I'll see you. I'll speak to you later.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, buddy.
Thank
Take
you.
care
Thank you, Rohit bhai. Thanks,
and
bye.
stay safe. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. You too. You too. ওকে, আপনারা অনেকেই রিকোয়েস্ট করছেন যে সেশনগুলো যদি 1 ঘন্টা বেশি করতে পারি, বাট জাস্ট একটা জিনিস যে ওরাও খুব বিজি, তো আমার কাছে মনে হয় না যে জোর করে শোটা বেশি লম্বা করার দরকার আছে। ইটস নাইস যারা ওরা এগ্রি করতেছে যখনই আমি তাদেরকে অ্যাপ্রোচ করতেছি। বাট আশা করি এরকম আরো অনেক সারপ্রাইজ আপনাদেরকে দিতে পারবো সামনের শো গুলায়। আর এটাই। আর আমি যতটুকু পারছি আপনাদেরকে ওর ইনসাইড স্টোরি বলার চেষ্টা করছি। সেম আমাদের জন্য, আমাদের যারা ইয়াং প্লেয়াররা আছে, বিকজ হিজ বিন সো সাকসেসফুল, এখনো বলতে পারেন ওয়ার্ল্ডের ওয়ান অফ দ্য বেস্ট ব্যাটসম্যান। ও কিভাবে চিন্তা করে না চিন্তা করে এসব নিয়ে ও আলাপ করার চেষ্টা করছি। সো এখান থেকে আমার কাছে মনে হয় সবারই কিছু না কিছু শেখার আছে, স্পেশালি যারা ক্রিকেট খেলে তাদের। আর যেটা মেইন লক্ষ্য আপনাদেরকে এন্টারটেইন করা, আশা করি আপনারা কিছু হলেও ওর ব্যাপারে জানতে পারছেন। আর ইনশাল্লাহ আপনারা কালকে আমার একটা শো আছে, যেটা ইংলিশ বলতে বলতে এখন আসলে টায়ার্ড হয়ে গেছি। এখন একটু বাংলায় কথা বলার দরকার কালকে মমিনুল, লিটন আর সৌম্যর সাথে। আহ, তাহলে ইনশাল্লাহ কালকে আপনাদের সাথে দেখা হবে। আর বাই এনি চান্স যদি কেউ আপনারা এই শোটা মিস করছেন, আমার ইউটিউব চ্যানেলে যে আপনারা পুরো শোটা আবার দেখতে পারবেন। তো আশা করি খুবই তাড়াতাড়ি দেখা হবে কালকে, কালকেই অ্যাকচুয়ালি 10:30টায়। তো সবাই ভালো থাকেন, স্টে সেফ। আসসালামু আলাইকুম।